Welcome to Awake, Arise, and Triumph Ministries. I'm Dr. David R. Wood, your host and Bible teacher. I'll be continuing today with the question, what about demons? Part 2. God has the highest authority, but we choose to follow or not. Are we in obedience, disobedience, willful ignorance? Where are we? What about demons? Part 2. Well, it's Tuesday, the 10th of June, 2025. And I want to once again bring a few things into your thinking. One is that there is no physical manifestation in this material world that does not have a spiritual root. There is no physical manifestation in this material world that does not have a spiritual origin or spiritual root. The second thing is a question. Why are you here? Why are you watching this video? Why do you go to church? Are you obligated? Do you feel obligated? Is it a check mark, a religious check mark for the day? You've done your devotional with the church or the Dr. Wood or whoever? Is that it? Or did you come for the show? If you came to this recording for the show, well, you might want to keep looking around. But I will bring you the truth, and the truth will make you free. And the truth, if you will accept it and do it, will change your destiny. It'll change the direction of your life. But remember, no change comes without change. That's change in you, change in me, change in thinking, change in speaking. I hope the third reason is the reason you're here, the reason you go to meet with other believers. And that is that you come to obtain something of great value and hopefully leave something of value in the exchange. The other thing I want to bring to our attention, as I have the last few days, is out of what the Lord said to Joshua before they took Jericho. And I want to read that to you. And this needs to, a lot of folks, they're waiting for God to do something. Well, you're going to wait a long time because he's done what he's going to do. He's waiting for you to do something which will trigger the response. It'll trigger the love of God, and it'll trigger manifestation, the anointed manifestation in your life. So let's look at Joshua chapter 1, verse 8. And this is the Lord speaking to Joshua. This book of the law, talking about this right here, for us, all 66 books. For him, I don't even know what was written at that time, but Moses wrote the first 5 books, the Pentateuch. This book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth. So we're to speak the word. And thou shalt meditate. We're to think the word therein day and night, that thou may observe to do the word. So we think the word, we speak the word, we do the word. You see, it's a package deal. In accordance with all that is written therein. And then thou, you shall make your way prosperous. God's not going to make your way prosperous. You have to pull the trigger, and God will do his part. But if you don't ever pull the trigger, he's not doing his part. If your thoughts aren't on the word, your words aren't on the word, and your actions are not on the word, it ain't going to happen. You're going to get the world's result in your life. If you get fed up with that, then give this a try. And you will make your way prosperous, and you will have good success. So let's be good Bereans. Let's get about doing, thinking, saying, doing the word of God. Now, this teaching about demons came about secondary to a prayer request. And if there's one, there's many. And it seems that there are many people practicing the occult And demons are wreaking havoc in many, many people's lives, including Christians. And much of it is due to fear, bad teaching, and ignorance. Fear, bad teaching, and ignorance. So this study is designed to give us a foundation for ordering our thoughts concerning demons. We'll also come away, all of us, without a doubt that we have total dominance over demons. In part one, which I taught yesterday, I spoke about how the devil and demons came to be. They were not created by God to be evil, but became evil by their own choice. Even they have free will, just like us. They too have free will, just like humans have free will. God desires love just as you and I do. Remember, we're made in his image and likeness. Love, God-level love, agape, agapeo, cannot exist apart from a choice, apart from free will. And of course, as I'm teaching or going to be teaching elsewhere, there are many levels translated in the Bible or from the Greek to English as love that are really not divine love, but they're more earthly love, transactional love, like friendship and fondness and so on. So let's go ahead and keep going. The God level love, I want to repeat here, the God level love cannot exist apart from a choice. If you have no choice, then there's the one choice, and that's not free will. And so that you can't truly love, because love is a choice. It's an exercise of our will, not our emotions. Well, I'm going to take a little break right here. You're going to be seeing a video. It's about 35 seconds long. It explains our ministry a little bit, and then I will be right back.
Are you seeking Bible truth in your walk with Christ? Awake, Arise, and Triumph Ministries rightly divides the word of truth, free from tradition and doctrines of demons. We expose sacred cows, focused on biblical truth, to become more like Jesus. Our core mission is Bible teaching, supporting other ministries, and outreach to domestic and foreign missions. Explore our teaching resources, subscribe to us on YouTube or Rumble, order our books, become a partner, and together we will have treasure in heaven.
Well, thank you for watching that. And I'm back, and we will delve into our study. I hope you found that little video inspirational and instructive, informative. Now, as we look in the book of Genesis, as the curtain opens on chapter 3 of Genesis, we find only the serpent, Lucifer. We don't find demons. We find only the one, Lucifer, the serpent, whose name was Lucifer before the fall. So what about his angels? Now fallen angels are what we call demons. It appears that they were put in chains in hell, a chamber in the earth, awaiting judgment. And the serpent was the only one on the surface of the earth, and that was to provide a choice. 2 Peter 2 and 4, King James. For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. And now let's skip over to Jude. Implicate, if he didn't spare them, he's not going to spare others. Jude 1 and 6, King James. And the angels, this is the angels that were in heaven, followed Lucifer, now in the earth. And the angels which kept not their first estate, but it left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains unto darkness, unto the judgment of the great day. When man committed treason on that horrible day of sin and death in the garden, making Satan the ruler of this world, and those fallen spirits were released and roam the earth today under the command of the God of this world, the prince and power of the air, Satan. This brings us to a very important point that cannot be stressed enough. The devil and his demons do not rule by force. They can't. In other words, they can't make anyone, saint or sinner, do anything. They cannot make you. They rule by deception. Just as the serpent got Eve and then Adam to go against the words of God, so he and his cohorts do today with saint and sinner alike, unfortunately. There's a significant difference between having authority and controlling or forcing something or someone. And we hear terms like God is in control, God is sovereign, or God has not given up authority. These are generally spoken to say that God is in control of everything, and that whatever is happening is the will of God and orchestrated by him. This line of thought throws blame for everything back on God, takes it off of us, real convenient, huh? Takes it off of us, takes us off the hook. This all started in the Garden of Eden on that day of sin and death. Adam blamed God, and the woman blamed the devil. And so it goes today. Bottom line, they were, Adam, Eve, they were responsible, just as we are responsible for the events of our lives. The devils cannot make us do anything. And although God has the power to do anything or make anyone do anything, he does not have the authority, and he will not transgress that authority that he delegated to his man. We have authority in the earth. He gave that authority to us. And you find that in Genesis 1 and 26. Whatever we do for God is by our own free will, our own free will. And whatever we do for the demons is by our own free will. And whatever we do for ourselves is by our own free will. So let's look at an example demonstrating that the man had ability to resist the devil right from the beginning. We just got to go one chapter over, Genesis chapter 4. And let's look at verses 5 through 7 in the King James, starting in verse 5. But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. So we're talking about the offerings that Cain and Abel brought to the Lord. And the he here is God. So unto Cain and unto his offering, God had not respect or did not respect. And Cain was ticked off. He was wroth. And his countenance fell. He puffed his lip out. He was depressed. And the Lord said to Cain, why are you wroth? And why is your countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? So God's telling him you didn't do well to begin with. And if thou doest well, not well, if you don't do well, sin lieth at the door. And unto thee shall his desire. So he desires, sin desires for you to go his direction. So let me start that sentence over. And unto thee shall be his desire, the desire of sin, and thou shalt rule over him. In other words, you could rule over this. You do not have to sin. Cain did not have to sin. You and I do not have to sin. He could resist the devil just like we can today. We have some additional help, but he could do it. He chose not to, unfortunately. You know the story. Cain had free will, a choice to make. He could submit to the emotions and thoughts the devil was stirring up in him, or he could rule over those thoughts and thus rule over the devil. So what's our take home here? Number one, God has the highest authority, but he does not make or control anyone to do anything. We choose his word or the words of demons. Number two, demons have no authority in anyone's life and cannot force or control anyone. Even a demon-possessed person has choice. Remember the madman of Gadara came running up to Jesus? I don't think demons make a habit of doing that. Number three, demons rule by getting our flesh and unrenewed minds to follow their words, contrary to the word and the will of God. Well, Lord willing, I'll resume right here tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Please acknowledge that you have watched, make comments, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Rumble. Send us your testimonies, send us your prayer requests. We enjoy seeing them. And pray about this ministry. Pray for me. Pray about becoming a partner. Go to the website, Awake, Arise, and Triumph Ministries.org. See what we're all about. Take a look at the partnership form. Fill it out. Get started today. Be our faithful financial partner, that we can get this word out into more and more hands. There's nothing more important than the word of God. Spiritual change brings physical change, but spiritual change changes our destiny from hell to heaven. And we need to come alongside other pastors. We need to be more involved in domestic and foreign missions. We currently have come alongside a mission, an orphanage in Uganda that is led by a brother Gideon. He has something like 67 orphans, and there are several widows in that area that help with this. And he is a faithful man of God. Get on board. Let's get this thing done. Well, that's it for today. Remember, we love you. The Lord loves you. Nothing you can do about either one.